Okay. All right, we'll call the meeting to order. It's Environment Sustainability, Monday, January the 15th. First, I'd like to welcome Dan Jenkins. I guess, Dan, this is your first day since being hired, so.
Day one, yes.
Day one, so welcome. Welcome. Approval of the agenda. Moved by
Sure.
Trevor, second by Bobby, you okay to second it?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Any declarations of conflict of interest? Seeing none.
No.
Could I have approval of the previous draft minutes from December 21? It's in your package. Moved.
Sure.
Moved by Bob, second by Trevor. Any business arising from the minutes? Seeing none, we'll move into the capital budget draft. You have a copy in front of you, I assume, Bob?
I do, thank you.
Okay. You guys had a chance to go over it? Okay. So I'm just going to go to the third page. So you got the second page there, but the third page is explanations. Now bring Jessica into it. So, yeah, basically, yeah. Yeah. So you should have sustainability expenses, salaries and benefits, staff development. Page 6 under digital? Okay.
If you want the breakdown.
Yeah. You got that, Bob?
Yes, I do, Terry, yeah.
Okay. So just stop me if there's any questions, guys. I'll go over it fairly quickly here. So the salaries and benefits, $949. The manager's salary is now included. Staff development, travel, transportation, 11.7. Meeting expenses, projects, 535,800. Education, communication, 65,000. Miscellaneous, 10.5. Equipment repair and rentals. Community neighborhood events, the microgram programs. Anybody with questions on that?
Just one on the projects.
Yep.
Decrease in budget request from previous year. Why is that?
Decrease in budget requests from the previous year?
That's what it states there under comments.
Yeah, so I think that's mostly the stump removal.
Yeah, through you, Mr. Chair. So
And the Fiona.
the following sentence mentions that our plan to restore the urban forest from Fiona is complete, so that money is no longer needed for the plan. The work is needed still. We also had $250,000 in our private stump removal program in response to Fiona. That's no longer in there. And our climate action plan, we had $85,000 that we don't have that amount. So the project's budget has decreased because of those three things.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. And the 243, I want to bring that out, the 243,000 down partner funding. That's a pretty good number, although the manager thinks that may even be higher. So that's good. That's that page. Go to the next one. We'll go to the explanatory page. Your transit operating. You okay, Bob?
Yeah,
You okay, Trevor? Okay. So the project, 222,000, reduction request from 23-24 due to transit plan completion. The grants, 4% increase. Transit contract, 4% increase. The shelter maintenance, 4% increase. And the partner funding of that 2.2 is 611,000. Any questions? We're good?
no. Good.
Okay, we'll go to switch revenue. The 1.780 to 526, so the expenses, the administrative expenses. You'll see the breakdown. We'll wait till you're on the page there, Trevor. You're there now? Okay. Well, just stop us if you need to. Okay. So you'll see the 23-24 budget, and you'll see the 24-25. So switch program winding down. But we still have administration work that needs to be done in that program for the next few years. So the total admin is 494,000, down from the 1.78 last year. Bank charges, miscellaneous, total expenses $526,340. Any questions on that one, Bob?
No, no.
Trevor? Staff? We're good? All right. So then we're on the page, the 12 months ending March 31st, 2025. They have a breakdown of the bike racks, the water refill stations, the community vegetable gardens or planters, the downtown tree pits and planters. Do you guys have any questions on that page? On the capital, yeah.
No.
Just the EV chargers, I think Jessica and I talked about that this morning. We're talking about bumping that up to 20,000 as opposed to the 10. We should be putting in at least a couple of EV chargers. Other than that, we have the transit and the changes in the transit. So you have your transit fleet renewal, 8.7. Partner funding is 6.7. You have your solar battery energy storage system, 759,000. Partner funding, 632. The electric vehicle charging, 539. The partner funding is 449,000. And your infrastructure for transit, 382. 62,000 is coming from Cornwall and Stratford, for a total of 17,625,000. Any questions on that page?
No.
Seeing none from Trevor, seeing none from Bob. So we'll move into the new initiative forms. We have 2 new initiatives, and they're both positions that are within our department that were under contract, and we're just looking to fill them in this year's budget to make them full-time city positions. So I'm looking at the first one here. The first one is an admin, wasn't it? Yes, program admin assistant position. I think, if memory serves me right, was that $9,800 difference for the first year? Yeah, okay. $9,810 for this year. That partner funding was coming from Switch, right?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. I'll just make sure this one's clear. So Sydney's position right now is partially funded through FCM for the Switch program.
Right.
That funding will go until roughly the end of September. So as of, for 24-25, half of the year will be funded through FCM.
Yeah.
And half of the year would be funded by city budgets. And
Okay.
then in future years, that would become fully city funded.
That's right, yeah.
The difference between her working on a contract versus her working full-time is $9,800.
For
For-
24. Up till September 24.
For her to change from contract this year to permanent is $9,800 for benefit and pension. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Any questions? Seeing none. The second one is the Sustainability Project Coordinator, and it's going to cost for 24, $10,600. We'll be taking that contract over fully in 24, 25 is what we're looking at. There must be more, just one second. So Jessica, just on that, it says 10,692 is the ongoing annual cost?
Correct. So the second new initiative is for a sustainability project coordinator, which is already a city position. So it's already within our budget, but to make that permanent would be
Oh, okay, okay,
$10,600.
it's not cost shared. It's
No,
ours. Okay,
exactly.
that's why.
So it's a
Okay,
$10,000 difference to,
Right,
for pension benefits.
okay. Thank you for that. Any questions, Bob?
No, looks good. Thank you.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Trevor?
Just one alluded to, the stump removal program. I know it's not budget related, but was all that money spent or allocated out to residents? The
The what
250
program?
The stump removal, the $250,000.
What about it?
Was all the money allocated to the residents? Was it used?
Not all of it was used, no. What wasn't used just went back into the budget.
How much was used?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, through you, Mr. Chair, roughly $10,000 was distributed in stump rebates for private property.
Okay, thank you.
Introduction, new business? Seeing none, I'll move to adjournment unless any staff have any questions on the budget. Everybody's all good? Jessica, go ahead.
Just for my benefit, as for next steps, are we moving this to go to the finance department for their review?
Yes, I don't see any questions coming from the committee. I think committee
I
is
can make
okay.
that
I
one
think we-
amendment to the EV charger line item,
Yes,
and then it
that's-
can
that's
go to
the only one I-
finance?
That's the only one I see.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Trevor? And Bobby, you're okay? So, yes, I would say we can move it on to finance. Okay, thank you. Move for adjournment?
Move.
Move. Bobby? I'll second it. Okay. Meeting adjourned. Thank you.